everyone, and welcome to Dulcis in Fundo. Today we want to introduce you to two popular pasta recipes that you will surely love. We are talking about spaghetti alla matriciana and spaghetti alla gricia. Why showing two recipes in the same video? We already showed you how to make carbonara, probably the most famous pasta recipe, but we are sure you don't know that carbonara is just a variation from a more ancient recipe. In the beginning, the chefs from the area around Amatrice created the gricia, a simple condiment made with guanciale and pecorino, fast and sinfully delicious, easy to prepare while camping outside. After the discovery of the American continent and the consequential importation of new cultivation, tomatoes became widely used in Italian recipes. And of course, tomatoes are the key ingredients to prepare the Amatriciana sauce. Simply by adding tomatoes to the original gricia made it possible to create an entirely new recipe. Carbonara is indeed the last addition to the gricia's family. One of the hypotheses behind its creation says that it was created to match the taste of the Allied forces soldier during the end of the Second World War, using eggs instead of tomatoes. Today, you will learn how to make both Amatriciana and gricia. Ready to go? Let's start with the spaghetti alla gricia. The ingredients are simple. You need pecorino romano, guanciale, and some of the cooking water of the spaghetti. While we are preparing the ingredients, off camera we are cooking the spaghetti in salted boiling water. For any substitution and for a detailed presentation of the ingredients, please watch our carbonara video. Cut the guanciale and cook into a pan at medium-low heat. Cook it thoroughly. It's ready when the fat became translucent and the aroma grows thick. You can cook it until it's crispy or stop frying it earlier if you prefer it a little more tender. When it's cooked, remove it from the pan and put it aside. In the hot pan, add a little of the cooking water to the fat released by the guanciale. Then add some grated pecorino and mix to make the cheesy cream. Add the spaghetti into the pan and sprinkle some more grated pecorino, gently stirring to reach a creamy texture. Adjust the amount of water and pecorino to reach the right consistency. Put the guanciale back into the pan and mix to incorporate everything together. Lastly, don't forget to add the black pepper. This recipe took its name precisely from the grayish color of the sauce obtained by combining the cheese cream and the black pepper. When serving, you can add more pepper or more pecorino to your taste. This pasta condiment is so simple and easy it feels like cheating, but we promise that you will fall in love with its amazing taste. You can substitute spaghetti with any other kind of pasta. Short pasta like fusilli or rigatoni work perfectly too. Now let's dive into the Amatriciana sauce. To prepare this recipe, we'll just have to add a few ingredients to the ones you already saw while we prepared the gricia. You'll need guanciale, peeled tomatoes or tomato sauce, white wine, a little bit of peperoncino and of course pecorino. The key ingredient to prepare amatriciana is the tomato sauce. Crush the tomatoes with your fingers or with a fork and they are ready to be used to make the sauce. We are using peeled and canned tomatoes as the traditional recipe requires, but feel free to use regular tomato sauce. Of course, we are talking about unseasoned tomato sauce without any additional salt or seasons. We start by cooking the guanciale until the fat becomes translucent and the meat gets a little crispy. Add the white wine and let it evaporate while stirring. When the alcohol evaporates, remove the guanciale from the pan and set it aside while we cook the tomato sauce. In the same skillet, pour the tomato sauce and cook it slowly. If you notice your tomato sauce is reducing too much while cooking, turn the heat to low and add some of the pasta's cooking water. This way, your sauce won't be too dry. Also, you won't need to add more salt to the sauce since the pasta's water already has it. When it's done, about 4 to 5 minutes later, you can add the cooked spaghetti to the sauce and mix them well. When the spaghetti are well coated in the tomato sauce, add the guanciale back to the pan and mix. At this point, you can add some peperoncino flakes, which is dry hot chili, to your taste and give it a last mix. Turn off the heat and serve. The abundant snowy pecorino on top is mandatory if you don't want to miss out on the flavor. Your spaghetti alla matriciana are ready to be devoured. You can trust us, you will get addicted. So here you have the rest of the carbonara's family. They are like the Holy Trinity of the pasta's condiments. As always, if you have any questions or curiosity about these dishes, feel free to leave us a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Italian recipes. Till next time!